Hello, 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 everyone. Let me finish sending this text. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go with this live stream. You all come in, come in, come in. Hit that like, hit that share button. Let's get recession proof because people, recession is coming. Now, I know I'm going to have some people that's going to debate with me and say, Queen, what do you mean recession is coming? Recession is here, right? Most majority of people say recession is here. They say 2 quarters of negative reports. Wells Fargo just reported that recession is here, but people, I am preparing you for recession slash depression. Unfortunately, unfortunately, people, you or we have not seen nothing yet. Most people do not realize what time we are in where this is going away. We are, when I say we, United States and other global countries is experiencing a great reset. This is Venezuela. This was Venezuela's paper currency, where all paper currencies, people, will be digital currency. But guess what? Hello, Grant. Grant said hello one time. Grant, I need you to put 3 hellos in the comment. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello, Grant. I need you to put hello, hello, hello. No, I was just joking. But seriously, let me know what part of the world that you are tuning in from. I'd like to know what different parts of the world that my viewers are watching from. If you are watching this on the replay, I want you to put that in the comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And come in, let's get started. We're going to get this party started because I just got off a private Zoom and I'm not planning on talking for long. Yeah, Levancy, you was just on my private Zoom as well, Levancy. And we were talking about cash flow strategies, how to get instant cash flow, and how to get your money back from the government when it's tax filing time at the end of the year and thousands in taxes. And people, I'm not talking about child tax credit. I'm not talking about the child tax credit. And speaking of child tax credit, actually, um, the child tax credit is available for people that qualify. So let's see if I can pull that up. Okay, you're tuning in. You can claim your child tax credit, but there's some, let's discuss this, significant trade-off. Let's look what the significant trade-off are for people who elect to get their money up front. And people, speaking of getting your money up front, that's what I just broke down in our private Zoom, right? How to get your money up front. See, there's only 3 ways in America that people earn money. People, we live in a capitalistic society, which means America thrives off capitalism and big businesses making more money than anyone that actively makes money, even small businesses, right? So it's 3 ways that you earn money. It's a W-2, also known as a job, or maybe you're a 1099 independent contractor. Robert Kiyosaki calls this in his book cash flow quadrant, right? That's a cross, it's like a southern cross with 4 quadrants in it. He calls the cash flow quadrant. And in this cash flow quadrant, he breaks down how different people not only make their money, but how much the government takes. And this is what you're not taught in schools. And most of the time, you're not taught this in religious institutions as well. You're only taught how to give money. You're not taught how to get your money back. So if you're a W-2, aka job employee, you're taxed anywhere from 28 to 33%. That means before that payment, that gross turns into a net on your bank account, you're only bringing in 70 cents on the dollar. And guess what? It's not even 70 cents because you have insurances that come out of that paycheck as well, whether it's health, whether it's vision, whether it's dental. So you really bring in back 50 to 60 cents on the dollar. And this is what most religious institutions don't teach you as well, because they say for example, even though Creflo Dollar is saying right now that the church is going through a great reset as well. And I believe that it's not just this economy, the church is going through a great reset. Now, more than ever, is the great discussion about should New Testament Christians tithe or should they be free to give whatever God lays on their heart. Most people are missing the point that he's saying that after Christ's death, the point of tithing went away at 10%. But you can still give to your church that you support, or you support the missions that the church is doing. Maybe your church is feeding the hungry. Maybe they are clothing the naked. Maybe they are, according to the Bible, what the tithes are supposed to be used for, helping the widows. And you want to give to those efforts. Guess what? Creflo Dollar is simply explaining you can give 15%, you can give 20%. Just give under grace, whatever God lays on your heart, and to honor people, right? I was on live stream last night, and people were giving $200 in super chat. Like, what recession are you even talking about, Queen? So the whole message is to give whatever God has laid on your heart. But my point is, and I know this is a long roundabout way of saying it, is that you don't have 90% left over. You don't. If your minimum is 10% of giving, whatever church or charity or religious or a charitable activity that you believe in, you don't have 90%. Again, the government out of a paycheck takes 28 to 33% in combination of federal taxes, some state taxes, although we have some states that are tax exempt, and then you have Medicare that comes out, Social Security taxes. And then you have big insurances that come out, your paycheck, vision, dental, health. Then they tell you accidental, paycheck, supplemental, in the event that you can't work up to 6 months to a year, you want paycheck protection insurance. So people, now you have the silent tax, which is inflation. And inflation is not silent anymore. You hear it, you see it at the gas pump. On average, Americans are spending, according to an article that I read today, approximately $500 to $1,000 more in gas per month per household. So even if you have an LLC or corporation or small business, this is what the S stands for. You're a six-figure income earner, or you're a specialist like a doctor and lawyer. Guess what? Employees get taxed first, but small business owners, they can get taxed last, but they get taxed worse. So the more money that you make, the more that the government takes. And your tax liability is even higher. So what you do is take the money on this side of the income making bracket on the left side, right? And you shift it to the right side to get taxed like big businesses like Amazon and Jeff Bezos get taxed 10 to 20%, right? Because now you get to keep more of your hard-earned money. If you want to know these strategies and how to implement this, it's called an instant pay raise. If you are a W-2 employee, out of your paycheck, hey hon, then text the number cash flow on the screen. Let's get you started shifting that money back to you. So let's talk about these child tax credits. Again, you all hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. The new Republican plan calls for renewing monthly child tax credit payments, but there is a significant trade-off, one report finds. So the monthly child tax credit checks up to $300 per month expired last year in December. Now the Republican Party is calling out for sending those parents monthly payments again, but they're saying some families may actually end up worse, right? Let's see how they are saying. Oh, that's a cute little picture, right? That's a cute little picture. So, millions of families come to count on the pandemic era monthly child tax credit checks of $300 per child, right? Expire, et cetera, et cetera. And the Republican Party is now calling to reimburse that. Their Mitt Romney of Utah, and et cetera, is calling it pro-family, pro-life, pro-marriage. And the proposal follows the expiration of the expanded child tax credit that families across America can receive up to $300 per month for each child age 6 and $250 per month for each child ages 6 through 17. So under age 6, 300, ages 6 through 17, $250. So with this being said, as of 2022, the child tax credit has reverted to $2,000 per child under 17, no advance monthly checks, right? No advance monthly checks. The research is so strong that they're saying that, and I was telling people last year, you're going to see lesser of a tax refund. And I really believe the government is just preparing people going into 2023 to get UBI, that's abbreviated for Universal Basic Income, where you're not going to get tax refunds, right? Your tax is going to be built all into that payment. And that's the purpose of the central bank's digital currency. So, with that being said, the benefits are limited to 6 children annually. The families will have to earn $10,000 in the previous year. Those who earn less than 10K will have their credits reduced proportionally to their earnings. I know this can't be right. I have to earn up to $10,000. Okay, at least. Okay, so that means you have to earn at least 10K. If you earn less than 10K, oh my God, it's scary. If you have children and you earn less than 10K, your credits will be reduced proportionally to your earnings. And so the child tax credit will start to phase out at 200,000 in income for single filers, 400,000 for joint. For every $1,000 earned, right above those thresholds, the credit will be reduced by $50. Expected parents, meaning that you're pregnant, can also be eligible for receiving payments 4 months before their child's due date. That will come to monthly payments of $700 up to $2,800 per pregnancy. So this earned tax credit provides a tax break for low and medium or moderate income earners, right? Estimated savings, they're saying, of $46.5 billion. Mm. The bills call for eliminating the state and local tax deductions and an efficient tax break to upper income taxpayers that would yield an estimated 25.2 billion in savings. So, et cetera, et cetera. Let's get to the big weaknesses. Let's get to the big news. And says this will be a major flaw because 30% of declined child poverty in December, approximately for half of Black children. Right, here's the minority stats: half of Latino children, 1/5 of Asian, 1/5 of white children, about half of children who live in rural areas. So denying the credit to children based on their parents' earning will not help increase their parents' employment and hurt the children's future. So, with that being said, you see the picture, make the child tax credit permanent. But people, this is what most people don't know. This is going to be universal basic income. This is going to bring in and usher in with central banks, bringing that digital currency. And what most people do not realize is that in doing so, the government is going to control how you spend your money, where you spend your money, and what time frame you have to spend that money. They can tell you what to buy, what not to buy. They can tell you if you don't have this account money spent in 90 days, it's going away, it's going to vanish. So no more saving, No more saving money. No more, maybe, possibly, buying certain cryptocurrency. No more investing income. See, you can at least take the paper dollar right now and you can invest it in stocks. You can invest it in cryptocurrency. You can invest it, which I think I might need to change the title of this video, in silver. I think during this transition, people, silver will go back to being money for a short period of while, meaning that you can go somewhere and for the 1 ounce of silver, you can exchange it for goods and services because there will be a collapse in the banking system when this reset goes into play. See, if you haven't heard, China right now, Chinese people, bank accounts are froze. Someone just sent me a cash app. Thank you for the cash app. Their bank accounts is closed. Thank you, Levancy. Thank you so much. According to Deuteronomy 1 and 11, I affirm and agree that they will return to you 1,000 times more than you gave out. And because giving is your first step in receiving, I don't think most people don't know what I mean by that. Let me break it down. Giving is your first step in receiving. So your giving makes you rich. See, I talked about tithing earlier, right? The Creflo Dollar hot topic right now. Most people haven't went back and revisited tithing in the Old Testament. Two specific um, books of the Bible, Malachi 3, for example, and Genesis and Hebrews, where Abraham tied to Melchizedek, they don't understand that both the priests in Malachi 3, this was not the people. God was talking to the priests about tithing in Malachi 3, not the people. The priests of the Israelites, they were commanded to tithe to the Levites. They had an upper chain of command, and they tithe after they received the blessing, right? The priest had a covenant with God. And Jarvis says, right? Jarvis is helping me preach, teach. The priest had a covenant with God, and God gave them land as a part of that covenant. There was a priesthood covenant blessing. And when he gave them land, the first thing God told them to do is sow into your own soil first. Most people don't invest in themselves. They'll spend 40 plus hours working and investing in a job, and they won't do anything to help themselves financially. Right? Some people will volunteer to organizations, serve on a committee board, and they will not serve and invest themselves to help themselves financially. But with that being said, gave them the land, the blessing came first, told them to sow into themselves, the priests, and then asked them to tithe. I got two right. Right? And then asked them to tithe. See, Abraham went to war first. Yeah, he had to go to war, he had to go to work for the blessing. See, the priests had to tilt the ground and they had to produce crops and go to work for the blessing. Abraham went to war. Anybody tell you that you don't have to go to war or work for the blessing, that's not biblically correct. I know you've seen these songs in the religious institutions about pour you out a blessing, you won't have room enough to receive. My blessing is coming through. And that may be true, but you're going to have to go to work for it. You're going to have to change your strategy. You're going to have to think and do what people that get the riches and blessings do. And so after Abraham was blessed, and guess who Abraham was blessed from? The high priest. See, the priest did the blessing in the tithing for the people. Abraham was blessed from Melchizedek, the high priest. And after Abraham went to war, and Melchizedek brought him bread and wine and blessed him, because as a law of reciprocity, the priest blessed him. He then turned around and gave him a tenth of all of his spoils. So you simply, people, give to get the blessing. And if you choose to, you can tithe from the blessing. Right? But that's not the title of this live stream. But I love teaching biblical prosperity. I just love it. One of the things of biblical prosperity is having God's money versus government money. People, again, I think silver can go up to $1,600 an ounce, and it's under $30 right now. So visit my website, Queen of Silver. See, this is government's money. It's printed and it's highly taxed. God's money cannot be fake. It cannot be printed. It cannot be manipulated. And because government found out that they cannot tax something, that they cannot create an event, they created something for people to work for. And they created fake money and told people this is the real money and this is not, what you need. But let me tell you something. In every depression, silver, and the reason why I don't talk about gold as much is because at $1,800 an ounce, most middle class people, just like Bitcoin, that's at 19,000 the last I looked today, they cannot afford, right? Ms. Lawton, look at you getting some of that wealth prosperity. Did you all know that gold and silver also is a attractor of wealth? So if you are interested in accumulating physical gold, not ETFs or silver, specifically silver, then go to queenofcornsilver.com. That's also an opportunity to get residual income as well as the cash flow. The cash flow is an opportunity to increase your credit scores and to get more of this money so you can get more of God's money, so you can have more money to invest, whether it's in silver or whether it's in cryptocurrency. I highly recommend both because people, next month, Bitcoin, crypto, digital assets, as this digital money reset happens, it is going to switch. It is going to crash. It's like real estate is crashing. Most people will not be able to survive the digital asset crash because they're not in positive cash flow. So it will be a great time to invest in cryptocurrency when it crashes. Bitcoin may go down to 10,000 or less. But this was on Twitter. Elonius Monk, guess like an Elon Musk, says these are the potential black swans to come. Uh, the victims finally get their Bitcoin released. The Mount Gox victims, I'm going to talk about that black swan event that could possibly happen next month. Tether collapse, which is a stable coin, unable to redeem, right? The total stock market crash. I've talked to people that said I've lost thousands last year alone, 40, 50,000 in my 401k. You need a 401k protection plan, right? Taiwan invasion can happen, Ukraine escalation, Satoshi is alive and moves some Bitcoin from Genesis wallet and Schiff. I don't think this would ever happen. He buys Bitcoin. Have you all heard about Peter Schiff who sell gold ETFs? I don't ever suggest gold ETF, but Peter Schiff, who has gold ETFs, they don't have possession of physical gold through him. His bank collapsed. Gold will not outperform silver in this bull market. It won't. Silver is going to be much needed, not only just for monetary use, as we're going to see banking problems in the United States like China is having right now. So do you have your silver for everyday transaction? Will you have silver to be able to go to the grocery store and 1 ounce and purchase some food? There's people that's going to have their bank accounts frozen up during this reset, right? And so having silver as that reserve currency that will temporary, because gold at $1,800 an ounce is not going to be the God's money that's going to be used for transaction. Also, crypto regulation can come in August. Crypto regulation can come next month. So you have all of these Bitcoin faces, Mount Gox, Black Swan, as trustee prepares to unlock 150K BTC. This is rumored 150,000 BTC flooding the market gets real as creditors choose how much money to receive in cash, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin cash. This is going to cause a crash. So people, stock market, right? Those who lost money are about to receive Bitcoin and saying that this can further bring the price down. But let me tell you, a lot of people, when they understand what assets they have in this recession, this is when they back the trucks up. Whenever blue chips, let me say this again, blue chips, cryptocurrencies, and silver goes on sale. Again, I think silver can be as high as $1,600 an ounce. So if you want a business and you want to stack silver at the same time, go to Queen of Coin Silver, visit my website, enter in your best contact information, and I'll show you how to get started. People, now is the time to monetize everything. Everything you do right now is the time to monetize. So China detains alleged bank fraud. Again, people, what China, it happens in China first, and then it comes to America second, just like C19. Just like C19. And so, people, this is a global, again, currency system reset. The reason why most people don't realize this, that Bitcoin and silver are so important, and if you can afford it, gold as well. But again, silver in this bull market is going to give you the best return on your investment, because silver has to be used not only for money use, but for industrial use as well. So things like 5G Wi-Fi, which is going to be a part of this great reset, because everybody's going to have mobile phone, because it's going to be mobile money, central bank's digital currency. Things like RFID chips that's coming in, right? All of these type things are going to have the use of silver. Electronic vehicles, UVs. So silver, and people do not store your silver in your house. Please don't. Have an outside storage and a safe, secure place and an outside system. Because even if you have farmland and you're farming and you have crops, just like cryptocurrency has to be protected, so will your silver, so will your food. People will have food famines, and you're going to have to protect it. You're going to have the ammunition. So do not have your silver, your valuables in your house. Don't do that. Don't store that. But you definitely want to stack up on silver and your cash flow right now. Real estate is crashing. Builders are saying right now that they're stopping building. Right? This is in China. I can't read that sign, but their bank deposits faced off with the police. These people want their money, and rightfully so. Do not say this is China, this won't happen in America, people. History does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And this has happened in the 1930s. Now, you know the Feds meet, Jerome Powell are going to have their meeting coming up, right? Order through chaos, yes, create the problem, wait for a reaction, and come in and say, here's your solution. We're going to give you central bank digital currency. But Bitcoin and silver and gold is outside of the system. That's what most people don't understand. Now, Bitcoin price can be manipulated, but it is not controlled by the government. They can't control God's money and they cannot control Bitcoin. You need currency outside of the system. That's what the decentralization of Bitcoin means. Now, will the price crash to a price that most Americans, middle class, upper middle class, can afford it? I don't know. Even if it goes to 10K of Bitcoin, will most people afford it? I don't know. But crypto regulation is rumored that this will happen in August. I told people on my Facebook, I said that a Wall Street employee told me that we are going to see recession next month. And people went back and forth with me on Facebook. We're already in a recession. See, they don't understand. If it's not even looking like 2008, it's not a recession. What we are in right now is inflation that's quickly headed into recession. And a lot of things is going to change next month, starting next month. This crypto regulation to regulate crypto was signed in March. The regulation implementation is supposed to be beginning in August, right? The first ever people whole of government approach to regulating crypto activities. The 6 areas, 6 is the number of man, is consumer and investing protection, financial stability, and systematic risk. What do you think the whole reason behind the Voyager and Celsius brokerage accounts not allowing people to move or make deposits or withdrawals on those platforms? The whole crashing of Luna Classic is all orchestrated for this. It's all done on purpose by design. And unfortunately, a lot of people, because of this, are going to get out of crypto and they're going to lose powerful assets going into 2023 and 2024. Now, I can't blame them, right? If you lose thousands, and some of their assets are just going to be stolen. Like Voyager is saying they're going to court August the 4th. You may get paid back the value of your crypto, but they might not give you the Bitcoin back. To me, that's a bigger loss than ever, because that's what the power is. So prevention of illicit finance, that's where you got Voyager and Celsius. Make sure you get your crypto on an exchange and you're storing it on a cold wallet. United States leadership and competitive financial inclusion and responsible innovation. People, innovation is here. It is coming. As a matter of fact, I pulled out my book today and did a reread on, voila, the Great Reset. They're not hiding what they're doing. You're just not reading. This thought-provoking book tells you or shows you about the cycles of capitalism and gives you insight of America's economic and financial landscape. The Great Reset shows how new technology, new geographies of living and working come together to drive the recovery. Must read for anyone who wants to understand where we are now and where we are headed. So people that tell you cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme, They're only telling you half the truth. Some cryptocurrencies are, it's over like 17,000 of them. Now, this book was written, people, in 2010. 2010. And it's written about this time. So, new patterns, new attitudes about towards ownerships of houses and vehicles. The average vehicle knows about $700 a month. A transformation of millions of service jobs. Artificial intelligence and technology will replace a lot of jobs that people used to perform. It will replace the job of humans. Engage workers as a source of innovation. New forms of infrastructure that speed movement of people, goods, and ideas, and a radically altered change of currency system that will drive the development of new industry, new jobs, and a whole new way of life. Societies can be reborn in such crises, emerging fresh, stronger, but yet a different economy. It will shape our cities and our regions, how we live, how we work, and how we invest. It is, people, simply the great reset, the biggest transfer that this generation has ever seen. And it's not only happening with the economic system, it's going to happen in the church world as well, and financial and religious institutions. Because, churches receive tax free money. Not only will the government have the all seeing eye for churches that receive tax free money, but you know how some people, they get their money on the side, they don't report it to the IRS. People, that will be no more. That's why Cash App, all of your money collected on Cash App or Venmo, now you'll get a 1099, right? So people, I'm logging off. I'm just, telling you, it's crypto, it's cash flow. You can have canned goods or food that have long shelf life. If you can have crops, have your crops, have it stored, but also have your protection, have your clicker finger ready, have your security, right? Have your coins. My choice, again, silver is going to be money use, industrial use, and have your blue chip cryptocurrencies. And make sure you store your cryptocurrencies as well. Visit my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. You can get residual income to invest in more silver. I would love to show you all my silver collections, but I don't have it on me in my house. I don't keep. These are the only two coins that I ever keep here. And this is just for illustration purposes when I'm live streaming. I keep them right here on my desk. But other than that, that's it. I secure my coins. I secure my crypto. And definitely, I'm going to secure my household. I do that both spiritually and naturally. I say Psalms 91 in the spirit realm. But I tell people all the time, people, we live off of two economic systems, government and God's. In the book of Luke in the Bible, I got a gnat or something flying around. It said, the children of the world are more wiser than the children of the light as far as money dealings, because they understand the world's economic system. You have to understand both the spiritual economic system, God's system, and government system. So if you want to understand this new crypto movement and you want a crypto education and how to store your cold wallet so you can know which cryptocurrencies are core cryptos to purchase and not junk cryptos, text crypto to 331-444-5556. I have a crypto education program for you. You want to collect your silver so you can be able to use it for both monetary use and as a greater return on your investment. Again, I think silver is going to be $1,600 an ounce. Right now, it is under $30. Visit my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. You can order the silver from that website. You can also get residual income for sharing the silver with other people, right? Let me share that with you real quick. And in doing so, you take that money, you take the devaluating dollar, and you invest in more silver or more crypto, or you just create more cash flow. Now, if you're at a point where you're saying, listen, Queen, I'm trying to keep up with just the rise in prices of gas and groceries, I need more cash flow, right? I know that my 401k is crashing. I know my credit score is low. I need to increase my cash flow. Text cash flow on the screen. I have an answer to that as well. So when you go to Queen of Coin Silver, you want to be a wealth ambassador because you get preferred pricing on the silver, and it's a wealth platform where you can earn profits, right? Rich and wealthy people understand profits. They work for profits, not a paycheck, right? So you can create lucrative residual income. The cash flow opportunity, you can create residual income. Now, when you go here to the page to enter in your information, this is the Take Challenge package starter kit that you should choose. The challenge package allows you to earn residual income. So you can choose. I came in at the $433 package. I got the Mercedes package, is what I call it. I got the kit to hold the silver coins in, the white gloves, the magnifying glass, plus the 10 coins for $433. That's the most popular, the Mercedes. You get the BMW, right, for $256. That's the challenge package kit and 4 silver coins. Or you can choose the challenge package kit for under $200. You only get 2 silver coins with that, right? That's if, I don't know, I want to say Lexus package. This is the Lexus. And I don't know, give me another luxury car. Mercedes, BMW, Lexus. What's the next luxury car? Because according to Dave Ramsey, millionaires drive Honda. I don't believe that. But anyway, Hondas, BMWs, Toyotas. Let's say Toyota, Honda, right? Because according to Dave Ramsey, that's what millionaires drive. You get the challenge package kit for $168. So you at these challenge package kit, you have a complete business. And when you order the challenge package kit, you get on auto ship where you have your silver shipped to you on auto well, and also feeding. Oh, you all can't see the screen. Also, they will take a portion of that and feed homeless children. I mean, hungry children, not homeless. So this is where you want to come in when you visit Queen of Silver. Uh, let's see. 19 Galaxy says Luke 22:36. Let's end on a scripture. That's a great suggestion. Thank you. Let's look at Luke. Let's see. Why you tell me? Look, well, did you say 30? Let me see. Did you say 36? Yeah, you said 36. Let me make sure I have the right scripture. Luke 22:36. Oh, okay. But then he said unto them that if you, so people, these Black Swan events starting in August, get prepared. And if you have a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script. And he that had no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Yeah, get your protection. Whether you have silver, crops, cryptocurrency, please put your crypto on the cold wallet. Yeah, again, if you don't know how to do that, text that 331-444-5556. Right? Yes, have protection. The Bible teaches you wisdom. So, people, these are assets for the Great Reset. Um, I'm asking you all to hit the thumbs up, right? Sharing is caring, and share this on your Facebook page. Share the message and get yourself and your loved ones prepared for what's ahead beginning next month. September begins or ends the Shemitah year. That's the biblical calendar of when this depression by the Bible is supposed to start. That's September 26th of this year, which is my birthday. And so government goes by the biblical calendar, not the Gregorian calendar. So we can expect more depression like activity beginning in October, more recession like beginning in August. Prepare, pack, and plan. And also pray. Because faith without works or prayer without the right, proper preparation is dead. It's dead. You all have a great night. Queen out. Let's prepare for this great